for that. These Great Plains sanding bars work really good. You'll find them at Tower Hobbies. I use these things a lot. Remember, anytime you're cutting the foam, you want to use not only a sharp X-Acto knife, a brand new blade. Very important. Just like so. Now that those are separated, we'll take the fuselage. We'll attach it with the gray side up. White side is on the bottom. Start at the front. I like to put it in and slide it back until it's flush at the front. Then all the rest of the tabs will line right up. And they usually press into place real nice. If not, on an occasion, you'll need to take your two fingers, your thumb and your index finger, and just rub the edge, and that'll thin out the edge and it'll slide in a little bit easier. Just like so. It'll kind of round the edge off just a little bit. I don't know if you can see it, but it does. It also helps to have a nice straight edge to lay down on the fuselage to help keep the fuselage flat, especially during the process of gluing the first cross brace in. Then you'll take your foam safe CA. Make sure it is foam safe. And I put a dot on the top and the bottom about every inch all the way to the back, making sure that this is 90 degrees to the fuselage. It may help to use a speed square for this, just to double check. Personally, I just sight it. Use my eye and sight it. And I'm going to start here at the first one, about 1/4 of an inch back. We don't want to glue it right at the front yet. And it works really good if the dots on the bottom are halfway in between the dots on the top. That gives you a better adhesion. It's not mandatory, but if all things were perfect, that'd be the way to do it. Let that set for just a second. Feels like it's set up pretty good. Do the same thing with the other side. Let's go ahead and just round off these guys again. Rub it back and forth on each tab. Some may ask why I'm just using a dotted CA instead of putting a beaded CA down the whole fuselage. Simple answer is weight. You want to keep the weight down on it. Glue is heavy. Use as little as possible to get it to hold. And I'm sighting right down. You can see this side's up a little bit, and I just kind of flex it down and then sight down it. Make sure it's nice and straight as I go. Next step will be to glue the wings and the fuselage together. Start off with the bottom wing. And what I like to do first is you'll notice printed on the wing are some lines at an angle. That's where your vortex generators are going to glue. Now everything is lined up when I cut these out to the top of the airplane. So there are no lines printed on the bottom, but you will need to know where to put them on the bottom of the wing. So what I do is take a piece of carbon, wire, T-pin, anything, to poke through the foam at the front of each mark and the back of each mark, just in front of the hinge line. And do that at the front and the back of both the top and the bottom wing.